I was puckered from mouth to butt.
You have said enough.
I'm sorry, but anybody who trusts Jake, bad news for you.
I love your mom.
Aren't I the best at this?
Whoa. Bit dizzy.
That's just science.
Rolling Shorties.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Howdy.
What's up?
And welcome to Rollin' Shorties, the most useless series of videos on BookTube.
You've already got the wine out of. Richard
that's
sitting in the chair drives me crazy every time I see it.
Why?
I don't know.
He's just having fun. He's just zipping around. He's a silly fella.
I love it. It's great.
Well, today we are joined by some experts in all things feminine because all of my female friends said no.
All.
Yeah, all two of them. Yeah.
Well, I think you made Andrea cry with the last Amazon, so.
Yeah, I think so. So today, for the first time, we have Jay over at Spinebreaker Books, or the artist formerly known as Brittleby.
Howdy.
Virgil as our sound effects extraordinaire.
Right. I wish I had a slide whistle.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
I'll have to buy one.
And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, beaming in live from us from 1974.
1987.
William Todgerson Jr.
Good evening, science fiction fans.
Oh boy, this could be a long stream.
You brought 2 bottles, right?
Yeah. I do have one. I was on my best behavior last stream, and that's not going to be the case with this stream at all. Let's see who's here. Oh, nice. Chris is. I don't think it's the first time he's mentioned that thumbnail, and so you're welcome, Virgil.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, well, I'm all right. I'm off YouTube for the rest of the day.
Why didn't you Photoshop your face on the new bodies? Everybody's just wearing their normal stuff. Hey, Goblin, how's it going?
What's up?
Rob's here.
Rob, what's up?
Mark Wild. Keith is here. I'm starting to think more and more that Keith is not actually a real person, but he's just a digital person. You know what I mean? He just exists from one live stream to the other. I made that exact same joke about Sephiroth last episode.
I think you may be right.
Amazon, eh? Oh. What do you guys think of that?
No.
It's going to be a long stream, yeah.
Guy knows what he's talking about. I'll he knows his stuff. Hey, Samuel. So much facial. It's not that much. I mean, there's the bottom right there. There's quite a bit happening. Hey, Charlie, what's going on?
What's going on, everybody? This is great. Yeah.
I even had my Willy juice.
Oh boy.
Shoot.
Howdy, Chris.
The Willy juice.
Just like that, we're demonetized. Thanks a lot.
That was it.
You and me both. Hey, my female friend is here.
Yes. Yay. He's gonna hide once the reading starts.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You shaved yours recently or trimmed it, Chris.
Oh,
And ever since he did that, you guys notice his subscribers?
yeah, he's like Samson.
Yeah.
The longer his
Yeah.
beard, the more subscribers.
There it is.
I'm usually having to compete with Wizard Jim.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's true. Just don't trim it. Just grow it wild, like a wild man. Get it in your mouth and everything, right?
Your
Be the ZZ Top cover band in New Mexico.
Yeah. That's why it's so hot there. Well, today, if you guys don't know, we are reading Amazon's 2, or I should say we're rolling for Amazon's 2. And don't think I didn't see any of all your guys' comments saying things like, is Jake going to wear his chainmail bikini? No, this is professional, everybody.
Setting the silliness aside for this stream.
No silliness. There will be
That's
no
right.
silliness allowed on this stream. So for those of you who are new or don't know, this is Rolling Shorties, where we will randomly, the dice of fate will select a short story, we'll read it together, and then we'll discuss it. And it will be completely serious, where science fiction is serious. It's a serious thing.
It's the only way you can take it.
Yeah, it's the only way you can take it.
Called SF in the business.
Yes! Don't do that!
Oh my
I
God.
don't know what you mean.
What are you trying to do to us? Just don't say it again.
Oh.
Say what?
Sci-fi?
Don't.
No.
We don't. Yeah, we should have put jump scares. It's an Amazon fantasy.
Scares.
Yeah, jump scare warning.
It can be, but I don't kink shame. It could be a fantasy though.
I hope this is one that's really.
You got good odds.
We do have good odds, so yeah, maybe let's. Before we dive in, we'll go ahead and read this. Oh, what are you drinking there? Oh my gosh, Jay's kicking it back.
I'm enjoying a Shiner's Brewer's Choice selection.
Ooh.
And putting off the cranberry one.
Cranberry beer?
Yeah, no, it was at the back of the case. Otherwise, I wouldn't have noticed that. But this is a regular Shiner Bock.
You know what's the absolute worst? Any beer that comes out in autumn.
You're not a pumpkin fan?
No. It's like, hey, this is a pumpkin IPA. It's like, well, that's what I want. I want to taste pumpkin flower. Oh, gosh. What a bunch of degenerates. Shinerbach is good. You know what I really miss, though, is Rainier beer. Where was I talking? Were we talking about this last stream? Good gosh. All the streams are bleeding together from Washington. All right. So, shall we roll for that? What are you drinking, Virgil?
Just water. I got a V8 over here, but it's probably expired.
Drink
That might be a different kind
Drink
of
it. Drink it.
Let's see what it says. This is from that other video. It's still down here. Remember that video? It's still here. It's been sitting right next to the computer.
What to say?
It says, let's just wait. It says June 13th. I got a couple days. Or is it 19? Boy, it's hard to tell.
Close
It's
enough.
right there in the edge. I don't know.
Ooh, a warm V8. Ooh.
Oh, that's the only way I take them. That's how you get all the vegetables.
Oh.
Meat is not something that you savor. You just drink it because it's like
Why don't you just eat vegetables though? Why'd you like? I'd rather drink this and have it suck.
Because That's how you know you really got the vegetable. If it's the worse it is, the better the vegetable, right? Isn't that the metric? Yeah, 99. Yeah.
I think it was the last time I had a V8.
This was from that Vampiri book
Oh,
haul.
that's right. Yep.
That's when it came down here. I can drink it. I don't care. I only got one life. May as well live it.
Might as well live it to the
Oh,
fullest.
wow. I thought, okay. By the way, I did read some of the intro. I've never, yeah.
Oh, gosh, what the heck is going on here?
Oh, we got another.
What kind of disaster stream is this? Get off the
in.
stream.
What have you done?
I don't know. Wait a minute. No. Put this here. No, stop it. There, this button. No. Good heavens. All right. Today we are reading. Thank you, everybody, for joining us to this extremely shambolic stream. We appreciate it, and we love you. Today, Amazon's 2, edited by Jessica Amanda Samuels. Good heavens. Hold on a second.
Salmonson?
My copy of Amazon's 2 is missing the number 2.
Oh.
Get that out of here.
It's an early draft.
It's an early draft.
This is Ebes, isn't it?
Was it Ebes? I did bring the Space Olympics.
Get that out of here. Maybe we'll get you on too. We'll see. Well, he might be full. If we're not, I'll message you. That might be fun. Is it Disclosure Day? I don't know. You guys go see that new Disclosure Day movie?
Nope.
I have zero interest in seeing that movie.
Yeah, I'd have to put on pants. I'm not into that today.
What time is it in Albion, Professor Todgerson? You look pale.
It is late.
You
20 to 1 in the morning.
Tim, there will be no comments like that. Clean up your act. Yeah, that's a good question, Goblin. Who is the cover artist? Do you guys know?
It's a gorgeous cover.
It looks like Whelan. I think Goblin's right.
$10 says it doesn't actually say in here.
Well, only if it's a female artist.
Oh,
Right there.
Jessica Whelan or Michael Whelan. Jessica. Gosh, you guys tell I didn't get any sleep last night.
Jessica Whelan. Only grudgingly was that attributed.
Having wine for lunch. All righty. Let's see what we're dealing with here, gentlemen. Art History and Amazons by we're not reading the introduction. She is so long. Jessica Amanda Samuelson is so long-winded, it's painful to listen to. And not just because she's a woman, okay?
No, I gave it a shot. I read like the first 3 pages and I'm like, how much more of this is there? And I was like, it's just more.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we making a
It's an essay. It's not.
Does she actually write fiction?
I don't know.
Actually, yes. I've got a few of them just that were cover buys. Her big thing is Tomo. It's a reimagining of a female samurai in feudal Japan. There's like 3 or 4 of them.
Huh.
Not as cool as you think.
Oh, well. I mean, it was a cool idea. She got
I was excited. I'm like, oh, this might work. It didn't.
It's like the blue-eyed samurai. Is that what it's called?
Don't think so.
Oh. The show with the chick samurai. It's not very good. Stop sending money. Stop sending money, Andrea, please. If you want to, you don't have to buy your way on. If you want, we have an extra slot. You can jump right on and join us. I know you have a copy of Amazon's too.
I think she'd rather pay you.
I think so. All right. For a Daughter by F.M. Busby. That one is long, so we're not reading that either. That's like 34 pages. Sorry, we can't focus for that long. Southern Lights by Tanith Lee. Zroya's Trizub, good heavens, by Gordon Daravanchik.
You missed the Battle Crown. Did you read Battle Crow's Daughter?
No.
I think you skipped it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you guys.
We're distracting you. Listen, you need
no. I'm distracting myself.
I hope you don't get Zroyas. I can't pronounce 3 out of 4 of those words.
I was hoping that's why you're here. You're here to help us pronounce these things, Jay.
Really? I thought that was Taji.
That guy has yeah. He's probably our best bet.
If he says it in an accent, nobody will know.
That's true. He's
Just
just been speaking in. He's been speaking in tongues this whole time, and we can't even tell. All right, The Battle Crow's Daughter by Gillian Fitzgerald, Southern Lights by Tanith Lee, Zroya's Trizub by Gordon Chuck, The Robbers Girl by Phyllis Ann Carr, Lady of the Forest End by Gail Baudino, The Ivory Comb by Eleanor Arnenson, The Borders of Sabrazel by Lillian Stewart Carl, Who Courts a Reluctant Maiden, by Ardath Mahar, The Soul Slayer by Lee Killow, Nightwork by Joe Clayton, and In the Lost Lands by George R.R. Martin. Do you guys recognize any of these? How many of these names do you guys recognize?
I got 3.
I'd say 4, yeah.
Or maybe 4. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I guess Busby, Lee, Clayton, and Martin.
5.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah, I'm 5. I have a book by Killow.
As do I.
Have you read it?
No.
Oh gosh. All right, so let's roll, gentlemen. Let's see what we're reading. What do you guys? Well, first of all, what are you guys hoping for out of this list here?
Yeah,
me too, actually.
I'm hoping for Lee for sure.
Lee is probably going to be. That's our best bet of being a good story.
Yeah, Martin might be really good too. His early stuff is great.
Yeah.
We're going to get Nightwork by Joe Clayton.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping for The Ivory Comb or Who Courts a Reluctant Maiden, just because I've never heard of either of those authors. George R. R. Martin, the token dice. Mark says Robber Girl by Phyllis Ann Carr. If you guys pick Martin, I'm riding. We're not. No. We're not. We're not picking anything. The dice is picking. So I think we'll skip 1 and 2, and then we have 12 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, that's not right.
Yeah, wait. Start at the Battle Crow.
All right, Battle Crow is Battle Crow is number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
So do you have a prime number die?
I have a D20.
Okay, so we just reroll.
Yes.
Reroll over 11.
1 through 11. All right, here we go. Nothing up our sleeves.
17. Well,
roll again.
Okay, do we need to get Amazon 3 out?
Oh, 11. That's the Martin.
George R.R. So
all this to read a George R.R. Martin story live.
All this to read a George R.R. Martin
Is that
story.
wrong, though? Is it?
I do need some dice.
Yes.
Oh no, Andrea's saying stop. So yes, that is George R.R. Martin. Well, hold on a second.
That's true.
22.
Yeah, maybe it's super
How
long.
big is this story?
Maybe it's real windy.
239.
It's 20.
Is there 9% of the book?
Yeah, fixed.
Fixed.
So what do you think, gentlemen? It's 123 pages.
The print actually gets smaller in that section of the book.
Yeah. So should we respect the dice? Listen, we
can do one reroll. I think that's
some
fair.
Flexibility.
There's enough outcry. If it comes up twice, everybody has to listen to the entire thing, and they can't no talking.
So what do you guys in the chat? What do you guys think? Should we do a reroll? We do. If it's just me, I read whatever. But we do there's some guests here, some special guests.
Mulligan. Swallow's right. He's probably still writing the book.
Oh, Tim says respect the math rock. Rainey says that story is one of their favorites.
Really?
It would
want to read it.
Yeah, if Martin was so huge, right? If it wasn't like reading Tolkien, like that's such a big writer, man.
So in the chat we have 2 for, that's 3 for re-rolling, 2 for staying.
Make a poll.
Oh, I should do a poll, huh? How do I do a
Oh,
poll? Polls.
Teach us.
Oh, there's all my little things I had on here earlier. I don't know how to do a poll. Do you know how to do a poll? Oh, we're getting more re-rolls. All right, we're going to re-roll it. We're getting lots of them. We're re-rolling it. Sorry, George R. R. Martin.
But if he comes up again.
Oh, wait a minute. Respect the dice.
Ooh.
She get $5 Canadian. That's like 42 cents.
What is that in freedom money?
You can buy a car with that money.
Oh. So hard. Everybody's saying re-roll.
Mm.
You know what? Dang it. What do you guys say? What do you do? There's 3 of you. The chat looks, that's a lot of loonies. I will kick it over to you guys. The chat is split. What do you got 3 say? George R. R. Martin or we re-roll?
Roll the dice.
Respect the dice. I'm going to put it on Virgil.
I'm saying re-roll because of how I think
All right.
I think there's enough irritation. I would love to hear that story too, but it'd be cool to hear from somebody we've never heard from. Right?
That's
we know
true.
when
Minority Report?
written.
Nice.
It'd be kind of cool to get something unusual. So I would favor a re-roll.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are re-rolling once, but this time we're respecting it no matter what.
Yes. Even if it's a 17.
Even if it's a 17, we're going to
We
find
don't know what
17
that
and read it.
We have to make
All
our
right.
own story.
Here we go. Watch it be the exact same. What?
13.
13 is nothing.
Oh, now you're cursed.
Come on, dice. Do better. It's 11.
All right.
All right. We tried.
Spoken. You roll that die again, you're gonna get struck by lightning.
Oh, Martin, it is.
Martin,
Time to respect the dice. Chris, son of a.
I think Jake's using loaded dice.
Yeah, really. I have one of those.
You know what? You're right, because I bought this jumbo die off of Amazon.
Oh.
Todd, give us the SF.
Wait. When I saw that the first time, I about fell out of the chair.
All right, here we go. So how this will work, gentlemen, is each of us will read a decent paragraph sized chunk. Virgil, you don't have this, right?
I don't. I did download it, so if we really need to, I could try and do it for my device. But I could read it. I might be able to read it if you have it zoomed in like this.
Maybe my camera goes in and out. Potentially.
Wow.
If not,
I'll
just do sound effects.
Yeah.
Print it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I need to make little puppets, and I can have like a little. No. I'm not that skilled. It
All
probably
right.
won't work.
George R. R. Martin.
It's it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
In the
let's
Lost
read
Land.
this.
Yeah, I'll start here. Nebula and multiple Hugo winning author of Dying of the Light and Song for La and other stories, and with Lisa Tuttle, Wintave, and editor of the New Voices anthology series, George R. R. Martin is himself one of the new important voices in science fiction. He is also, as the present tale of Grey Alice reveal, a very, very fine fantasy writer. In the Lost Lands is, to my thinking, exactly what a fantasy story should be. Ironic, beautiful, grim, and timeless, drawing more on the styles and attitudes of folk tradition than on the awkwardness and absurdity of pulp-era fiction. Give us an SF!
You can't do this to me.
It's always nice to be able to close an anthology with a story people won't quickly forget and will want to read again. This is one of her shorter One of her shorter
she's
preambles.
dissing on the pulp. She's dissing on the Pulp Fiction right here in a pulp anthology.
Yeah.
This is a literary anthology.
Am I mistaken too? Did she end the second or the first Amazons with a guy as well?
Ooh.
Am I mistaking that? Because there was one male author in that one too.
Well,
this
the
one has a
male
couple.
author was Sanders. I don't know if she ended it with him, but that was the Amaro guy.
Yeah.
No.
You watch the story just stop without a resolution. All right. Here we go, gentlemen. You can buy anything you might desire from Gray Alice. Are we agreeing that's called Alice?
Yes.
All right. But it's better not to. The Lady Melange did not come herself to Gray Alice. She was said to be clever and a cautious young woman, as well as exceedingly fair, and she had heard the stories. Those who dealt with Gray Alice did so at their own peril, it was said. Gray Alice did not refuse any of those who came to her, and she always got them what they wanted. Yet somehow, when all was done, those who dealt with Gray Alice were never happy with the things that she brought them, the things that they had wanted. The Lady Melange knew all this, ruling as she did from the high keep built in the side of the mountain. Perhaps that was why she did not come herself. Hit it, Todge.
Instead, it was Jerry who came calling on Grey Alice that day. Blue Jerry, the lady's champion, foremost of the paladins who secured her high keep and led her armies into battle, captain of her color guard. Jerry wore an underlining of pale blue silk beneath the deep azure plate of his enameled armor. The sigil on his shield was a maelstrom, done in 100 subtle hues of blue, and a sapphire large as an eagle's eye was set in the hilt of his sword. When he entered Grey Alice's presence and removed his helmet, his eyes were a perfect match for the jewel in his sword, though his hair was a startling and inappropriate red.
Oh, don't you hate that? Inappropriate reds.
Inappropriate red.
Is the worst of all colors.
Gray Alice received him in the small, ancient stone house she kept in the dim heart of the town beneath the mountain. She waited for him in a windowless room full of dust and the smell of mold, seated in an old high-backed chair that seemed to dwarf her small, thin body. In her lap was a gray rat the size of a small dog. She stroked it languidly as Jerez entered and took off his helmet and let his bright blue eyes adjust to the dimness, along with his inappropriate red hair.
Yes, Gray Alice said at last. I'm the one. Are you the one they call Gray Alice? Jerez said. I am. I'm Jerez. I come from the bestest, the behest of the Lady Melange. The wise and beautiful Lady Melange, said Gray Alice. The rat's fur was soft as velvet beneath her long, pale fingers. Why does the lady send her champion to one as poor and plain as I? We're even in this keep. We hear many tales of you, said Jerez. Yes. It is said for a price that you will sell strange and sell things strange and wonderful. Does the Lady Melange wish to buy? It's also said, why did this answer her? It's also said that you have powers, Gray Owls. It said that you are not always as you sit before me now, a slender woman of indeterminate age, clad all in gray. It said that you become young and old as you wish. It said that sometimes you're a man or an old woman or a child. It says that you know the secret of shape-shifting and that you go abroad as a great cat, a bear, a bird, and that you change your skin at will. Not as a slave to the moon like the werefolk of the Lost Land.
Man, he knows a lot about her.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough passage.
All these things are said, Grey Alice acknowledged. Jerez removed a small leather bag from his belt and stepped closer to where Grey Alice sat. He loosened the drawstring that held the bag shut and spilled out the contents on the table by her side. Gems. A dozen of them, in as many colors. Grey Alice lifted one and held it to her eye, watching the candle flame through it. When she placed it back among the others, she nodded at Jeray and said, "What would the lady buy of me?" "Your secret," Jeray said, smiling. "The Lady Melange wishes to shape-shift."
She's said to be young and beautiful, Grey Alice replied. Even here beyond the keep we hear many tales of her. She has no mate but many lovers. All of her color guard are said to love her, among them yourself. Why should she wish to change? You must understand, the Lady Melange does not seek youth or beauty, nor change that could make her fairer than she is. She wants from you the power to become a beast, a wolf. I'm going to kink shame that a little bit.
oh, here. The reading is so magical you forget you're in a story. We are experts here, yes. No sound effects yet for you, Virgil.
Boom. Explosion.
Wow! You're getting off easy today.
Emergent storytelling.
Easiest payday you've ever got. All right, where are we here?
There we go.
Why?
Oh, why? Asked Grey Alice. That's none of your concern. Will you sell her the gift? I refuse no one, said Grey Alice. Leave the gems here, return in 1 month, and I shall give you what the Lady Melange desires. Jerry's nodded. He looked thoughtful. You refuse. No one? No one. He grinned crookedly, reaching into his belt, oh boy, and extended his hand to her. Within the soft blue crushed velvet of his gloved palm rested another jewel, a sapphire even larger than the one set in the hilt of the sword. Except this is payment, if you will. I wish to buy for myself. Grey Alice took the sapphire from his palm, held it up between the thumb and forefinger against the candle flame, nodded, and dropped it among the other jewels. What would you have, Jerry's? His grin spread wider. I would have you fail. What? And I do not wish Lady Melange to have the power she seeks.
Grey Alice regarded him evenly, her steady grey eyes fixed on his own cold blue ones. "You wear the wrong colour, Jerry," she said at last. "Blue is the colour of royalty, yet you betray your mistress and the mission she entrusted to you." "I am loyal," Jeray protested. "I know what is good for her, better than she knows herself. Melange is young and foolish. She thinks it can be kept secret. When she finds this power she seeks, she is wrong. And when the people know, they will destroy her. She cannot rule these folk by day and tear out their throats by night."
Grey Alice considered that for a moment in silence, stroking the great rat that lay across her lap.
Sound effect.
Oh,
You need a stroking sound effect. Yeah, there you go.
sorry, I missed my cue.
You lie, Jerez of the inappropriate red, she said when she spoke again. The reasons you give are not your true reasons. Jerez frowned. His gloved hand almost casually came to rest on the hilt of his sword. His thumb stroked the great sapphire set there. I will not argue with you, he said gruffly. If you will not sell to me, give me back my gem and be damned with you. I refuse no one, Grey Alice replied. Sloot. Jerai scowled in confusion. I shall have what I asked. You shall have what you want. Excellent, said Jerai, grinning again. In a month, then. A month, agreed Grey Alice.
Initial thoughts, gentlemen. Are you hooked?
It is a conversation about colors.
Inappropriate reds and loyal blues.
Yes.
Given that I know what a deviant Martin is, I'm kind of worried. I don't know where this is going.
You'll
George,
find out in
stop
a
it.
month.
My dog is smacking his head on the window. Stop doing that.
He's trying to get
Just
out.
lay down, bud. Boring. We're trying, Tim. We're trying. All right, here we go. This is when it's really picking up. And the dice pick this, not us. The dice pick this twice. And so Alice Gray sent the word out in ways that only Gray Alice knew. Okay. The message passed from mouth to mouth through the shadows and alleys and secret sewers of the town, and even to the tall houses of scarlet wood and colored glass where dwelt the noble and the rich. Soft gray rats with tiny human hands whispered it to sleeping children, and the children shared it with each other and chanted a strange new chant when they skipped rope. That's kind of cool. The word drifted to all the army outposts of the east and rode west with the great caravans into the heart of the old empire, of which the town beneath the mountain was only the smallest part. Huge leathery birds with the cunning faces of monkeys flew the word south over the forests of the rivers to a dozen different kingdoms where men and women as pale and terrible as Gray Alice herself heard it in the solitude of their towers.
Even north, past the mountains, even into the lost lands, the word traveled. It did not take long. In less than 2 weeks, he came to her. I can lead you to what you seek, he told her. I can find you a werewolf. He was a young man, slender and beardless. He dressed in the worn leathers of the rangers who lived and hunted in the windswept desolation beyond the mountains. His skin had the deep tan of a man who spent all his life outdoors. Though his hair was as white as mountain snow, and fell about his shoulders tangled and unkempt, like Wizard Jim's.
Oh.
He wore no armor, and carried a long knife instead of a sword, and he moved with a wary grace. Beneath the pale strands of hair that fell across his face, his eyes were dark and sleepy. Though his smile was open and amiable, there was a curious indolence to him as well, and a dreamy, sensuous set to his lips.
Oh, gosh!
When he thought no one was watching, he named himself Boyce.
So, what would a dreamy, sensuous set of lips?
Sort of a Mick Jagger thing, maybe? That's what I'm picturing.
There you go. Right there.
Gray Alice watched him and listened to his words and finally said, "Where?" "A week's journey north," Boyce replied, "in the Lost Lands." "Do you dwell in the Lost Lands, Boyce?" Gray Alice asked of him. "No, they are no fit place for dwelling. I have a home here in town, but I go beyond the mountains often, Gray Alice. I am a hunter. I know the Lost Lands well, and I know the things that live there. You seek a man who walks like a wolf. I can take you to him, but we must leave at once if we are to arrive before the moon is full." Gray Alice rose. "My wagon is loaded, my horses are fed and shod. Let us depart then." Boyce brushed the fine white hair from his eyes and smiled lazily.
The mountain pass was high and steep and rocky, and in places barely wide enough for Gray Alice's wagon to pass. The wagon was a cumbersome thing, long, heavy, and entirely enclosed, once brightly painted but now faded so by time and weather that its wooden walls were all dreary gray. It rode on 6 clattering iron wheels, and the 2 horses that pulled it were of necessary monsters, half again the size of normal half again the size of normal beasts. Nice. Even so, they kept a slow pace through the mountains. Boyce, who had no horse, walked ahead or alongside, and sometimes rode up next to Gray Alice. The wagon groaned and creaked. It took them 3 days to ascend the highest point of the mountain road, where they looked through the cleft of the mountains out onto the wide, barren plains of the Lost Lands. It took them 3 more days to descend.
Now we will make better time, Boyce promised Grey Alice when they reached the last lands themselves. Here the land is flat and empty, and the going will be easy. A day now, perhaps two, and you shall have what you seek. Yes, said Grey Alice. They filled the water barrels full before they left the mountains, and Boyce
That's why
went
you get
hunting
paid the big bucks.
in the foothills and returned with 3 black rabbits and the carcass of a small deer, curiously deformed. And when Grey Alice asked him how he had brought them down with only a knife as a weapon, Boyce smiled and produced a sling and sent several small stones whistling through the air. Grey Alice nodded. They made a small fire and cooked 2 of the rabbits and salted the rest of the meat. The next morning at dawn, they set off into the lost lands.
Maybe it's the Shiner talking. I'm not seeing a lot of Amazons in this book.
Keith just said this exact same thing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, there's not a lot of Amazons here.
There's a
Maybe
woman.
Jeff Bezos is in it later. Here they moved quickly indeed. The lost lands were a cold and empty place, and the earth was packed as hard and firm as the roads that wound through the empire beyond the mountains. The wagon rolled along briskly, creaking and clattering, shaking a bit from side to side as it went. In the lost lands, there were no thickets to cut through, no rivers to cross. Desolation lay before them on all sides, seemingly endless. From time to time, they saw a grove of trees gnarled and twisted altogether, limbs heavy with swollen fruit, with skin the color of indigo, shining. From time to time, they clattered through a shallow, rocky stream, none deeper than ankle level. From time to time, vast patches of white fungus blanketed the desolate gray earth. Yet all these things were rare. Mostly there was only the emptiness, the shuddering dead plains all around them, and the winds. The winds were terrible in the lost lands. They blew constantly, and they were cold and bitter, and sometimes they smelled of ash, and sometimes they seemed to howl and shriek like some poor doomed soul. Pretty good doomed soul.
I gotta say, I am enjoying the descriptions. The descriptions are very cool and alien, I think.
Oh, I'll take it.
All right. At last, they had come far enough so Grey Alice could see the end of the Lost Lands, another line of mountains far, far north of them, a vague bluish-white line across the gray horizon. They could travel for weeks and not reach those distant peaks, Grey Alice knew. Yet the Lost Lands were so flat and empty that even now they could make them out dimly. At dusk, Grey Alice and Boyce made their camp just beyond the grove of the curious tortured trees they had glimpsed on their journey north. The trees gave them a partial respite from the fury of the wind, but even so they could bear it, keening and pulling at them, twisting their fire into wild, suggestive shapes. These lands are indeed lost, Grey Alice said as they ate. They have their beauty, Boyce replied. He impaled a chunk of meat on the end of his long knife and turned it above the fire. Tonight, if the clouds pass, you will see the lights rippling above the northern mountains, all purple and gray and maroon, twisting like curtains caught in this endless wind. I've seen those lights before, said Grey Alice. I've seen them many times, Boyce said. He bit off a piece of meat. Chewing it with his teeth, a thin line of grease ran down from the corner of his mouth. Drip, drip. He smiled. You've come to these lost lands often? Grey Alice said. Boyce shrugged. I hunt. Does anything live here? Asked Grey Alice. Live amid this desolation?
Oh, yes, Boyce replied. You must have eyes to find it. You must know the lost lands. But it is there. Strange, twisted beasts never seen beyond the mountains. Things out of legends and nightmares. Enchanted things and accursed things. Things whose flesh is impossibly rare and impossibly delicious. Humans, too, or things that are almost human. Were-folk and changelings and grey shapes that walk only by twilight, shuffling things half living and half dead. His smile was gentle and taunting. But you are Grey Alice, And all this you must know. It is said you came out of the Lost Land yourself once long ago. It is said, Grey Alice answered. We are alike, you and I.
Got the same voice.
My Kindle has formatted it incorrectly. We are alike, you and I, Boyce replied. I love the town, the people, song and laughter and gossip. I savor the comforts of my house, good food and good wine. I relish the players who come each fall to the high keep and perform for the Lady Melange. I like fine clothes and jewels and soft, pretty women. Yet part of me is only at home here in the Lost Lands, listening to the wind, watching the shadows warily each dusk, dreaming things the townfolk never dare. Buldark had fallen by then. Boyce lifted his knife and pointed north, to where dim lights had begun to glow faintly against the mountains. See there, Grey Alice. See how the lights shimmer and shift. You can see shapes in them if you watch long enough. Men and women and things that are neither, moving against the darkness. Their voices are carried by the wind.
Hey, how you doing?
Watch and listen. There are great dramas in those lights. Plays grander and stranger than any ever performed on the ladies' stage. Do you hear? Do you see?
Grey Alice sat on the hard-packed earth with her legs crossed and her gray eyes unreadable, watching in silence. Finally, she spoke. Yes, she said, and that was all. Boyce sheathed his long knife and came around the campfire. It had died now to a handful of dim reddish embers, to sit beside her. I knew you would see, he said. We are alike, you and I. We wear the flesh of the city, but in our own blood, the cold wind of the Lost Lands is blowing always.
Ooh.
I could see it in your eyes, Grey Alice.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Inappropriate red. She said nothing. She sat and watched the lights, feeling the warm presence of Boyce beside her. After a time, he put an arm around her shoulder, and Grey Alice did not protest. Later, much later, when the fire had gone entirely dark and the night had grown cold, Boyce reached out and cupped her chin with his hand and turned her face to his. He kissed her once gently upon her thin lips.
As Grey Alice woke, as if from a dream, and pushed him back upon the ground. And undressed him with sure deft hands.
Ooh.
Let's get the sound effects.
Nice.
And took him then and there. You don't have to do the sound effects.
Grey Alice refuses no one.
This is the part I've been waiting for. What are you talking about?
Oh, I love it. Okay. Boyce let her do it all. Yeah, like a man, right? Yeah. He lay upon the chill, hard ground with his hands clasped behind his head, his eyes dreamy and his lips curled up in a lazy, complacent smile. While Grey Alice rode him slowly at first, then faster and faster, building to a shuddering climax. When she came, oh God!
There's George.
Yes. Shuddering climax. When she came, her body went stiff and threw her head back. Her mouth opened as if to cry out, but no sound came forth. Sorry, Virgil, not this time. There was only the wind, cold and wild, and the cry it made was not a cry of pleasure.
Is it?
This is so weird with another one.
Totally.
Tim has the vapors.
That was great. The next day dawned chill and overcast. Let me try that again. The next day dawned chill and overcast. The sky was full of thin, twisted gray clouds that raced before them faster than the clouds ought to race. What light filtered through seemed wan and colorless. Boyce walked beside the wagon while Gray Alice drove it forward at a leisurely pace. "We're close now," Boyce told her. "Very close." "Yes." Boyce smiled up at her. Her smile had changed since they had become lovers. It was fond and mysterious and more than a bit indulgent. It was a smile that presumed. "Tonight," he told her. "The moons will be full tonight," Gray Alice said. Boyce smiled and pushed the hair from his eyes and said nothing.
Did they forget they're hunting a werewolf?
I don't even know where the story's going.
I don't know where this is going. I'm hoping she's a werewolf, and I'm hoping she eats him. No,
yeah,
doesn't
that'd
make
do
sense.
it for me. Yeah.
What if the
That'd be
horse is a
cool.
werewolf? You didn't anticipate that one.
Boyce?
That's the big surprise. So surprising. It didn't even make sense.
Well, this is delivering.
This is it.
Well before dusk, they drew up amid the ruins of some nameless town, long forgotten even by those who dwelled in the lost lands. Little remained to disturb the sweeping emptiness, only a huddle of broken masonry, forlorn and pitiful. The vague outlines of town walls could still be discerned, and one or two chimneys remained standing, jagged and half-shattered, gnawing at the horizon like rotten black teeth. No shelter was to be found here, no life. When Grey Alice had fed her horses, she wandered through the ruins, but found little. No pottery, no rusted blades, no books, not even bones. Nothing at all to hint of the people who had once lived here, if people they had been. The lost lands had sucked the life out of this place and blown away even the ghosts, so not a trace of memory remained. The shrunken sun was low on the horizon, obscured by scuttling clouds, and the scene spoke to her with the wind's voice, cried out in loneliness and despair. Grey Alice stood for a long time alone, watching the sun sink while her thin tattered cloak billowed behind her, and the cold wind bit through into her soul. Finally she turned away and went back to the wagon.
Boyce had built a fire, and he sat in front of it, mulling some wine in a copper pot, adding spices from time to time. He smiled his new smile for Grey Alice when she looked at him, that Mick Jagger smile. "The wind is cold," he said. "I thought a hot drink would make our meal more pleasant." Grey Alice glanced away towards the setting sun, then back to Boyce. "This is not the time or the place for pleasure, Boyce. Dusk is all but upon us, and soon the moon shall rise." The full moon, that is.
More than the moon.
"Yes," said Boyce. He ladled some of the hot wine into his cup and tried to swallow. "No need to rush off hunting, though," he said, smiling lazily. "The wolf will come to us. Our scent will carry far in this wind and this emptiness, and the smell of fresh meat will bring him running."
Grey Alice said nothing. She turned away from him and climbed 3 wooden steps that led up to the interior of her wagon. Inside, she lit a brazier carefully and watched the light shift and flicker against the weathered gray wallboards and the pile of furs on which she slept. When the light had grown steady, Grey Alice slid back a wall panel and stared at the long row of tattered garments that hung in the pegs within the narrow closet. Cloaks and capes and billowing loose shirts, strangely cut gowns and suits that clung like a second skin from head to toe, leather and fur and feathers. She hesitated briefly, then reached in and chose a great cloak made of 1,000 long silver feathers, each one tipped delicately with black. Removing her simple cloth cloak, Grey Alice fastened the flowing feathered garment at her neck. When she turned, it billowed about her, and the dead air inside the wagon stirred and briefly seemed alive before the feathers settled and stilled once again. Then Grey Alice bent and opened a huge oaken chest, bound in iron and leather. From within, she drew out a small box. 10 rings rested against the worn gray felt. each set with a long, curving silver claw instead of a stone. Gray Alice donned them methodically, one ring to each finger, and when she rose and clenched her fists, her claws shone dimly and menacingly in the light from the brazier.
Uh-oh.
Outside it was twilight. Boyce had not prepared any food, Grey Alice noted as she took her seat across the fire, from where the pale-haired ranger sat quaffing his hot wine. A beautiful cloak, Boyce observed amiably. Yes, said Grey Alice. No cloak will help you when he comes, though. Grey Alice raised her hand, made a fist. The silver claws caught the firelight, gleamed. Ah, said Boyce. Silver. Silver, agreed Grey Alice, lowering her hand. Still, Boyce said, others have come against him, armed with silver. Silver swords, silver knives, arrows tipped with silver. They are dust now, all those silvered warriors. He gorged himself on their flesh. Grey Alice shrugged.
Voice stared at her speculatively for a time, then smiled and went back to his wine. Grey Alice drew her cloak more tightly about herself to keep out the cold wind. After a while, staring off into the far distance, she saw lights moving against the northern mountains. She remembered the stories that she had seen there, the tales that Boyce had conjured for her from that play of colored shadows. They were grim and terrible stories. In the Lost Lands, there were no other kind. At last, another light caught her eye. A spreading dimness in the east, wan and ominous, moonrise. Grey Alice stared calmly across the dying fire. Boyce had begun to change. Is there a sound effect for that?
I don't know.
She watched his body twist as bone and muscle changed within, watched his pale white hair grow longer and longer, watched his lazy Mick Jagger smile turn into a wide red grin that split his face, saw the canines lengthen and the tongue come lolling out, watched the wine cup fall as his hands melted and writhed and became paws. He started to say something once, but no words came out, only a low, coarse snarl of laughter, half human and half animal. Then he threw back his head and howled, and he ripped at his clothes until it lay in tatters all about him, and he was Boyce no longer. Across the fire from Grey Alice, the wolf stood, a great shaggy white beast, half again the size of an ordinary wolf, with a savage red slash of a mouth and glowing scarlet eyes. Grey Alice stared into those eyes as she rose and shook the dust from her feathered cloak. They were knowing eyes, cunning, wise. Inside those eyes she saw a smile that presumed.
A smile that presumed too much. The wolf howled once again, a long, wild sound that melted into the wind, and he leapt straight across the embers of the fire he had built. Grey Alice threw her arms out, her cloak bunched in her hands, and changed. Her change was faster than his had been, over almost as soon as it began, but for Grey Alice it lasted an eternity. Okay. First there was a strange choking, clinking feeling as the cloak adhered to her skin, then dizziness and a curious liquid weakness as her muscles began to run and flow and reshape themselves. And finally, exhilaration as the power rushed into her and came coursing through her veins. The wine fiercer and hotter than wilder than the poor stuff Boyce had mulled above the fire. Idiot! She beat her vast silvery wings, each pinion tipped with black, and the dust stirred and swirled as she rose up into the moonlight, up to the safety high above the white wolf's bound. Up, and the ruins shrank into insignificance far beneath her. The wind took hold of her, caressed her with trembling, icy hands, and she yielded herself and soared. Her great wings filled with the dread melody of the lost lands, carrying herself higher and higher. Her cruel, curving beak opened and closed and opened again, though no sound came forth. She wheeled across the sky, drunken with flight. I don't know. I don't know about that line there. Her eyes, sharper than any human eyes could be, saw far into the distance, spied out the secrets of every shadow, glimpsed across the dying and half-dead things that stirred and shambled across the barren face of the lost lands. The curtains of light to the north danced before her, 1,000 times brighter and more gorgeous than they had been before, when she had only been the dim eyes of that thing called Grey Alice to perceive them with. She wanted to fly to them, to soar north and north and north, to cavort with those lights, shredding them into glowing strips with her talons. All right, that paragraph kind of sucked.
She lifted her talons as if in challenge. Long and wickedly curved they were, and razor sharp, and the moonlight flashed upon their length, pale upon the silver. And she remembered then, and she wheeled about in a great circle reluctantly, and turned away from the beckoning lights of the Northlands. Her wings beat and beat again, and she began to descend, shrieking down through the night air, plunging toward her prey. She saw him far beneath her, a pale white shape, hurtling away from the wagon, away from the fire, seeking safety in the shadows and the dark places. But there was no safety in the lost lands. He was strong and untiring, and his long, powerful legs carried him forward in a steady, swift lope that ate up the miles as if they were nothing. Already he had come a long way from their camp, but fast as he was, she was faster. He was only a wolf after all, and she was the wind itself. She descended in a dead silence,
No sound effect.
cutting through the wind like a knife, silver talons outstretched. But he must have spied her shadow streaking toward him, etched clear by the moonlight. For as she closed, he spurted forward wildly, driven by fear. It was useless. He was running full out when she passed above him, raking him with her talons. They cut through fur and twisted flesh like 10 bright silver swords, and he broke stride and staggered and went down.
She beat her wings and circled overhead for another pass. And as she did, the wolf regained his feet and stared up at her terrible silhouette dark against the moon, his eyes brighter now than ever, turned feverish by fear. He threw back his head and howled a broken, bloody howl that cried for mercy. Alas, she had no mercy in her. Down she came, and down, talons drenched with blood, her beak open to rend and tear. The wolf waited for her and leapt up to meet her dive, snarling, snapping, but he was no match for her. She slashed at him in passing, evading him easily, opening 5 more long gashes that quickly welled with blood. The next time she came around, he was too weak to run, too weak to rise against her. But he watched her turn and descend, and his huge, shaggy body trembled just before she struck. Finally, his eyes opened, blurry and weak. He groaned and moved feebly. It was daylight, and he was back in the camp, lying beside the fire. Grey Alice came to him when she heard him stir, knelt and lifted his head. She held a cup of wine to his lips until he had drunk his fill.
When Boyce lay back again, he could see the wonder in his eyes. She could see the wonder in his eyes, the surprise that he still lived. "You knew," he said hoarsely. "You knew what I was?" "Yes," said Grey Alice. She was herself once more, a slender, small, somehow ageless woman with wide gray eyes, clad in faded cloth. The feather cloak was hung away. The silver claws no longer adorned her fingers. Boyce tried to sit up, winced at the pain, and settled back down on the blanket she had laid beneath him. I thought I was dead," he said. "You were close to dead." "Silver," he said bitterly. "Silver cuts and burns so."
Ow.
Yes. "But you saved me," he said, confused. "I changed back to myself and brought you back and tended you." Boyce smiled, though it was only a pale ghost of his old smile.
Boo.
"You changed at will," he said wonderingly. "Ah, there's a gift I would kill for, Grey Alice." She said nothing. "It was too open here," he said. "I should have taken you elsewhere if there had been cover, buildings, forest, anything. then you'd not have had such an easy time with me. Look at him making excuses. I have other skins, Grey Alice replied. A bear, a kitty cat. It would not have mattered. Ah, said Boyce. He closed his eyes. When he opened them again, he forced a twisted smile. You were beautiful, Grey Alice. I watched you fly for a long time before I realized what it meant and began to run. It was hard to tear my eyes from you. I knew you were the doom of me, but I still could not look away. So beautiful. Simple art. All smoke and silver, the fire in your eyes. The last time I watched you swoop towards me, I was almost glad. Better perish at the hands of her who is so terrible and fine, I thought, than by some dirty little swordsman than with a sharpened silver stick. I am sorry, said Grey Alice. No, Boyce said quickly. It's better that you save me. I'll mend quickly, and you'll see. Even silver wounds bleed, but briefly. Then we'll be together. Yeah, right. You're still weak, Grey Alice told him. Sleep? Yes, said Boyce. He smiled at her and closed his eyes.
Hours had passed when Boyce finally woke again. He was much stronger, his wounds all but mended, but when he tried to rise, he could not. He was bound in place, spread eagled, hands and feet tied securely to stakes driven into the hard grey earth. Grey Alice watched him make the discovery, heard him cry out in alarm. She came to him, held up his head, and gave him more wine.
Yeah.
When she moved back, his head twisted around wildly, staring at his bonds, and then at her. What have you done? He cried. Grey Alice said nothing. Why? He asked. I do not understand, Grey Alice. Why? You saved me, tended me, and now I am bound.
You would not like my answer, Boyce. The moon, he said wildly. You're afraid of what might happen tonight when I change again. He smiled, pleased to have figured it out. You're being foolish. I would not harm you, not now. After what has passed between us, after what I know. We belong together, Grey Alice. We're alike, you and I. We have watched the lights together, and I have seen you fly. We must have trust between us. Let me loose. I shan't nibble upon you. Grey Alice frowned and sighed and gave no other answer. Boyce stared at her, uncomprehending. Why? He asked again. Untie me, Alice. Let me prove the truth of my words. You need not fear me. I do not fear you, Boyce, she said sadly. Well, good, he said eagerly. Then free me and change with me. Become a great cat tonight and run beside me. Hunt with me. I can lead you to prey you never dreamed of. There's so much we can share. You have felt how it is to change. You know the truth of it. You've tasted the power, the freedom, seen the lights from a beast's eyes, smelled fresh blood, gloried in a kill. You know the freedom, the intoxication of it. All the, you know.
That's
Oh, I know, Grey Alice acknowledged. Then free me. We're meant for one another, you and I. We'll live together, love together, hunt together. He's repeating himself at this point.
Live, laugh, love.
Grey Alice shook her head. I don't understand. He strained upward wildly at his bonds and swore. Then sunk back again. Am I hideous? Did you find me evil? Unattractive? No. Then what? He said bitterly. Other women have loved me and found me handsome, rich, beautiful ladies, the finest in the land. All of them have wanted me, even when they knew. But you have never returned that love, Boyce, she said. No, he admitted. I have loved them after a fashion, and I've never betrayed their trust. Is that what you think? I find my prey here in the Lost Lands, not from among those who care for me. Boyce felt the weight of Grey Alice's eyes and continued, how could I love them more than I did? Dude, Bryce is a little baby, he said passionately. They could only know half of me. Only the half that lived in town and loved wine and song and perfume sheets. The rest of me lived out here in the lost lands and knew things that they could never know. Poor soft things. I told them so. Those that pressed me hard to join with me wholly, they must run and hunt beside me. Like you. Let me go, Gray Alice. Soar for me. Watch me run. Hunt with me. Gray Alice rose and sighed. Sorry, boys. I would spare you if I could, but what must happen must happen. Had you died last night, it would have been useless. Dead things have no power. Night and day, black and white, they're weak. All strength derives from the realm between, from twilight, from shadow, from the terrible place between life and death, from the gray, boys, from the gray.
He wrenched at his bonds again savagely, and began to weep and curse and gnash his teeth. Grey Alice turned away from him and sought out the solitude of her wagon. There she remained for hours, sitting alone in the darkness and listening to boys swear and cry out to her with threats and pleadings and professions of love.
You're cute.
Grey Alice stayed inside until well after moonrise. She did not want to watch him change, watch his humanity pass from him for the last time. At last his cries had become howls. Bestial and abandoned and full of pain. That was when Grey Alice finally re-emerged. The full moon cast a wan, pale light over the scene. Bound to the hard ground, the great white wolf writhed and howled and struggled and stared at her out of hungry, scarlet eyes. Grey Alice walked toward him calmly. In her hand was the long silver skinning knife, its blade engraved with fine and graceful runes.
When he finally stopped struggling, the work went more quickly, but still it was a long and bloody night. She killed him the instant she was done, before the dawn came and changed him back and gave him back a human voice to cry his agony. Then Grey Alice hung up the pelt and brought out tools and dug a deep, deep grave in the packed cold earth. She piled stones and broken pieces of masonry on top of it to protect him from the things that roam the lost land, the ghouls and the carrion crows and the other creatures that did not flinch at dead flesh. It took her most of the day to bury him, for the ground was very hard indeed, and even as she worked, she knew it was a futile labor. And when at last the work was done and dusk had almost come again, she went once more into her wagon and returned wearing the great cloak of 1,000 silver feathers tipped with black. Then she changed and flew, a fierce and tireless flight, bathed in strange lights and wedded to the dark. All night she flew beneath a full and mocking moon, and just before dawn she cried out once, a shrill scream of despair and anguish that rang and keened on the sharp edge of the wind and changed its sound forever.
It sucks.
Perhaps Jerry's was afraid of what she might give him, for she did not return Grey Alice alone. He brought 2 other knights with him, a huge man all in white whose shield showed a skull carved out of ice, and another in crimson whose sigil was a burning man. Metal! They stood at the door, helmeted and silent, while Jerry's approached Grey Alice warily. Well, he demanded. Across her lap was a wolfskin, pelt of some huge, massive beast, as white as mountain snow. Grey Alice rose and offered the skin to Blue Jerry's, draped it across his outstretched arms. Tell the Lady Melange to cut herself and drip her own blood onto this skin. Do this at moonrise when the moon is full, and then the power will be all hers. She need only wear the skin as a cloak. It will change thereafter. Day or night, full moon or no moon, it makes no matter. Jerry's looked at the heavy white pelt and smiled a hard smile. A wolf skin, eh? What accent that is? I had not expected that. I thought perhaps a potion or a spell.
Craggy.
No, said Grey Alice. The skin of a werewolf, stupid. A werewolf? Jerry's mouth twisted curiously, and there was a sparkle in his deep sapphire eyes.
Twing.
Well, Grey Alice, you've done what Lady Melange asked, but you have failed me. I'd not pay you for success. Return my gem. No, said Gray Alice. I've earned it, Jerry's. You did not have what I asked for. You have what you always wanted, and that's what I promised. Her gray eyes met his own without fear. You thought my failure would help you get you what you wanted, and that my success would doom you. You were wrong, Jagweed. Jerry's looked amused. And what do I truly desire?
Lady Milan, said Grey Alice, you have been one lover among many, but you wanted more. You wanted all. You knew you stood second in her affections. I have changed that. Return to her now, and bring her the thing that she has bought. That day there was bitter lamentation in the high keep on the mountain, when Blue Jerez knelt before the Lady Melange and offered her a white wolf skin. But when the screaming and the wailing and the mourning was done, she took the great pale cloak and bled upon it, and learned the ways of change. It is not the union she desired, but it is a union none the less. So every night she prowls the battlements and the mountainside, and the townsfolk say her howling is wild with grief. And Blue Jerez, who wed her a month after Grey Alice returned from the Lost Lands, sits beside a madwoman in the great hall by day, and locks his doors by night in terror of his wife's hot red eyes, and does not hunt any more, or laugh, or lust.
You can buy anything you might desire from Grey Alice, but it is better not to. Ooh.
Ooh. Amazon's too.
Amazon's too.
Well, thoughts, gentlemen?
Fine.
Voices for the streets of the Lost Lands. That guy. I feel like she could have avoided the whole journey portion though, just by keeping Boyce in her cavern of Grey Alice witchery.
Yeah.
It does seem like the long way around.
Did get some action though, and Grey Alice does not turn anyone away.
She gets paid too.
Refuses no one.
Thoughts? I spurted forward. I'm going to go back and I'm going to clip that spurting sound effect of yours, Virgil. I think we'll all admit the highlight of today's episode have been Virgil's sound effects and the Outlaw Bookseller joining us, jump scaring us occasionally. Ooh, I think you want. So what's the point?
I'm the weakest link.
I was thinking we do an Arlo Guthrie. Yeah.
So what was the point of Grey Alice? Is she just like a witch thing?
I guess.
Why is she granting wishes?
Well, as far as I can tell, it's that whole monkey's paw genie thing. But instead of just doing evil, twisted versions of the wishes, she like has to actually go out of her way and do like more work to do the. It's like she obviously can already shapeshift, so it's like, oh, I could just give that to what's her name, but no, I'm gonna go on a journey with Boyce.
Yeah, it seems like she could make more money from a kiosk.
Yeah. Yeah, bookseller.
Good night.
What a silly fellow that Outlaw Bookseller.
Now that I think about it, I've never seen Todgerson and the Outlaw Bookseller together.
Oh.
Hey, wait a minute.
When the moon is full, his hair turns white.
Well, the flesh of the Outlaw
the SF comes out.
You can't find out the secret here.
He's going to WizFest with you guys, right?
I certainly hope so.
No, you don't. He'll punch you in your face.
Good reaction.
That would be
in case.
awesome.
He would not know it was me. I will take off my glasses.
Well, who is that guy?
And I am a completely different man.
Who was that 14-year-old boy we just saw there a second ago?
Willie Todgerson Jr. squared.
Junior.
What is that first? I think so. Yeah, it's a fine story. 2 point. Chris says it's a 2.5. Do you guys agree with Chris?
Is it 2.5 out of 10?
There was some of the writing I liked. There was parts of the writing I liked. But yeah, there's like, but it is kind of like, well, and also like him just kind of just totally flipping over at the end, be like, come on, why don't you like me? I don't know.
Yeah.
That wasn't as great. But I did, you know.
There were some I did like a lot of the writing, but it was overwritten quite a bit in quite a few spaces. That was like when she first sailed up into the sky, that could have been cut in half. It probably should have been. It's like, okay, you've already mentioned the lights on the horizon. That's cool, but we don't need to describe them again, George. We got them. We got the lights.
I think he was thrilled with the grand reveal where it's like, she was also a shapeshifter, even though everyone said she was a shapeshifter. That was they had a lot to say about her throughout the course of the novel. They said she was a shapeshifter. She gave people what they wanted, refused no one. That's what they said.
Voice is just a silly man who does not understand the things around him.
What about
Much
this?
like
She had to
the
kill
film.
someone she loves, like herself, so the union between the others were doomed. Maybe. I don't know if I really understand the knife with the runes.
Maybe keep it being magic, so it just didn't kill him. I guess.
So you keep the curse in the skin, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think that's the suggestion. I mean, I like parts of, like a lot of the story elements. I think are interesting, like her having like a selection of skins, the different things she could be. That was cool, you know.
Rich McGee definitely would love that story. He'd be like, wait, there's too much action in this. Maybe my granny wishes she still feels human. I don't know if there's anything under the surface to the story, if I'm being honest.
I think she's just like a witch because she's a witch. Like, yeah, I don't think there's like, it doesn't seem like we're given a lot of reason to why she does what she does. Because this guy, like I said, she could open a kiosk in the mall or something. It'd be cheaper and easier, right?
Yeah.
Like you could just sell tonics. But like, you know, there's got to be better money in that.
Well, they're tonics no one wants. They'll ask for them, but they won't be happy that they got what they want.
Here's some stuff you don't want.
Yeah. Here we go. So Lady Melange loved Boyce. Oh, did we miss that?
Oh yeah, the lady. That's why she was sad. That's why she was pissed off. Yeah.
I thought it was because
that was.
I didn't know that.
What was her wish? What did she want? She
just wanted to be a wolf.
She wanted to be able to shapeshift.
Oh, so she wanted to go run around with him and be a wolf.
Oh,
I think it was Todgerson's somber reading. We missed it in there somewhere.
I may have shouted the wrong word.
So she would have taken one of Gray Alice's other skins if she'd been offered, maybe. But instead, she went and killed her lover. But I guess it's like, I'll show you to give me business.
What a punk.
I don't like repeat customers.
I hate working.
That's right.
Interesting. Yeah, that could be that Ender Hunt. That really could be the case. Can't wait for
that's not headcanon. That's actually kind of cool. I'm into that. All right.
Yeah. Boyce was a Chad.
Boyce was a cigarette clad in human skin. Just
so much. Oh, Charlie read the same thing. Agree with Ender. That's what was going on. You see, Chris, I'm with you. I missed that too. I missed that part as well.
I think we only
he mentioned like nobles and other ladies loved him.
Yeah.
So maybe that was just too subtle for us, but
But I guess Gray Alice picked up on it right away. Like she knew, like, oh, you must like that guy out in the woods. Boom.
We will need to read it again.
Sorry, Taji. When she sent out, like,
twice. Rolled 11 twice. So read it twice.
No, we read it. Yeah.
And we will gain the meaning of the story if read twice.
Well, it sounds like she sent out a bunch of rats and monkey, like human face monkeys with wings and all that other stuff. But she was looking for just a rando werewolf, I thought, or perhaps this was all part of her evil scheme to specifically find this one werewolf.
That's right. She did send out her messages and her little rats with human. That was my favorite portion.
It was cool, yeah.
With the rats with human hands, which he's definitely Brown Jenkin. He's definitely ripping that Lovecraft. But then, like Brown Jenkin. But did that go anywhere? Because then she just hired boys.
We never heard the results.
The servants found Boyce to find the wolf, but of course,
maybe
That's
I thought Grey Alice was the wind. It said that at one point.
Textual evidence. Oh my gosh, Gavin. I think you're probably right about that.
I gotta say
that. I get in trouble for this
hands behind the head stuff was pretty wild.
That was pretty funny. Just like,
he's like, "Yep, this is pretty great." I totally think that he was like, I picture his voice be like a surfer, like, yeah.
See, I was picturing George R. R. Martin because that's because if he was ever, never mind, yeah. At least it was under 10,000 pages.
Yeah, really.
I don't think you did, Chris. I think there, at least to me, there were maybe like it could be, we could draw this assertions that since he mentions royalty, like royal people liked him. He didn't even say that. He said like noble folk, soft women.
At the end, he says you were second in her affections, and now that won't be the case when you bring her this skin. So I think it was it was definitely too subtle for Five Shiners in, but I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Very astute.
Imagine how sharp he'd be if only like 2 shiners in.
2 shiners.
Of course, they're like cranberry shiners. What's that? 2%?
Oh no, this one is in fact a strawberry blonde.
Oh, just like Grey Alice herself.
I say not that that inappropriate red color though, is it?
It probably is. I don't know. I don't have a mug to pour it in.
You might be right.
No, that was Enderhunt who figured it all out.
Yeah. It's an AVAC. That's all you should know. Yeah.
Well, now that you say that, was George the only man, or
no? There's a Gordon in here, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the one word that I can pronounce out is Soroya's. Yeah.
And how about Lee Killow? Is Lee Killow a lady or a
Busby's
a boy?
Busby, right?
Well, I guess it was the early '80s, so that makes sense. Where they were like, no, the last one was all female authors. Mostly, we're out of them.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, half these women here, like Gail Baudino, Eleanor Arnold, they're just Jessica's her friends, her coworkers.
Her coworkers.
Hey, want to write a story? This is what we should be asking. What are Andrea's thoughts? I noticed that she pieced out there. Are you still there, Andrea? Are you like, I can't do this anymore. I can't listen to this anymore.
I'm not that good a friend.
She's still here. What are your thoughts, Andrea? This is what we want to know. Does this live up to the Amazon's one?
What was the context about what qualifies as an Amazon story? Just like an empowered woman, or like a woman
The
who's
woman.
taking the lead, or
I guess we could read the back, but stories of female prowess, daring, and swordplay
okay.
that
Yes.
challenge the tradition of male warriors.
I think if the story features a woman who punches a man, it qualifies.
She's number one.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
never
I
talked to Lady Melange about something that wasn't her werewolf boyfriend. So it doesn't pass. They just talked about wolves, just in general. That would have been okay, but they didn't do that.
Yeah. It didn't pass the Bechdel test. I know you guys have explained the Bechdel test to me like 3 times. And I still don't understand it.
It's got to be female characters having a conversation only between themselves. No males, and then they can't be talking about a guy either.
Oh yeah.
Well, if she did talk to Lady Melange, they'd be talking about the boyfriend werewolf she killed. So
yeah,
no, it was
Silver
destined to
Claws
fail.
will be coming out. Well, as our expert in all things feminine, Willie Todgerson Jr., science fiction SF writer extraordinaire, what are your
got it loaded.
What are your thoughts?
The story was fine. I enjoyed the part where the man fell over and had legs.
Well said, my friend.
Akimbo. Wait, his legs? Okay.
He was spread eagled.
He's pretty equal.
Remember?
He was spread eagled. That part was
That
funny.
was the best part of the story.
Oh, geez. Well, now we're in a whole other conversation here. Oh, good heavens. Oh gosh.
No, Keith's killing it in the comments. I keep going like, oh wow, that's funnier than what I was gonna say. Never mind.
But as we said, Keith is he's not actually a real person. He's just floats around the YouTube algorithm.
He's pulling all that internet wisdom out and spitting it out.
So this is the what is that? The John Henry Irons versus the train. The AI's beating me.
Yes. Yes. That's a great analogy. Did this story have a point?
Yeah, don't try to hook up with furries, I guess.
I mean, that is actually a good point.
What could you really? I mean, I get it that she's like granting these wishes, but why? Why was she doing it?
I think at the end of the day, it is just like don't ask Gray Alice for anything because she's kind of a bitch.
Right. She really doesn't want to work. Don't give her work. She'll do it.
Yeah.
She really doesn't like it.
And he's the one who's constantly being described as lazy when he's the one who's working. I don't think there's a point.
I don't know. Uh-oh.
Feminism.
The 4 greatest minds here, not coming up with anything. All right.
Yeah. We are BookTube's finest, sharpest.
It's true.
I only do book holes.
Right.
That's not true. That's
Really?
not true. You've done one review.
Oh.
Yeah.
Secret review.
But then you were like, I'm not doing that again.
It was too taxing on my brain.
It is true.
I said one whole sentence.
Now that's the sequel he's going to write. He's waiting. He's been working on it since the 80s.
But why would George even throw in there that, like, now he got what he wanted, but he's unhappy. Also, he's not getting any anymore because she's a wolf person and he's scared of her red eyes.
So he wanted to get with this. Was that his wife the whole time? It was his wife, right?
No, they got together after she came over.
So
when he served under her and he wanted to be the husband, but now he's the husband. But when it's time for adult situations, she's a wolf, and he knows better than to date a furry, unlike some people. So
he's like, I got to ask Gray Alice for another thing, and I'm not doing it. I learned my lesson, I
She
guess.
has the inappropriate red eyes. instead of hair.
Why was the red hair inappropriate? Why did George say that?
Because he's called Blue. His name's Blue. Blue Jerry.
No, but George R. Martin wrote that red hair was inappropriate.
Just because the man is called Blue Jerry. Blue Jerry. And he got red hair.
Well, I just assumed the blue was for the eyes, and he just happened to also have red hair.
He didn't match, basically.
Oh, I have that book, Keith, and yes.
Chicks in chainmail. Liked him or liked him. I don't even know.
They were furries, both.
Also, Lips and Smiles did yeah, no kidding.
It's
the
true.
amount of thin lips, plump lips, lazy lips, sensual lips, thin lips, SF lips.
Do you think he was trying to tell us something with the lips, or?
I think Goblin got it right there. It's probably pronounced Jerry because George. Did you guys know he wrote a series called the Dragon Castle, the Naked People Dragon Castle series on HBO? Is that what it's called? The Dragon Castle Naked People?
What was it? What's his name? One of the actors in there said it's just a
Castle incest, right?
Yeah. Isn't that supposed to be based on the War of the War of the Roses or is it
Yes.
Is it that what it was? Was it that or was it something to do with Alexander the Great's death? I think I'd heard something like that too. Like all the turmoil after Alexander the Great died. I think there was some drawn from that too. I could be wrong about that though.
Oh.
Not enough Starbucks cups in this story. Yes. You can imagine how shocked I was realizing Game of Thrones was not a game show.
Okay, you thought it was
like, a game show.
Who's going to get the throne?
With Sean Bean hosting it. Oh my gosh!
100 Years War, I said.
War of the Roses.
War of the Roses.
With
a
a
lips. Lip war. War of the lips.
Well,
yeah, let's hear it.
He was angry for his token Gandalf back to life, so he wrote a fantasy where everyone bites it. That's what I've heard. Everybody dies.
Yeah.
But some people come back, don't they?
Oh, I don't know.
Actually,
I think I stopped reading it like halfway through book 3, or maybe it was just the beginning of book 4. It just didn't work for me.
The books are
I've
not
made it all
finished.
the way through so far.
I read the first book. I don't even know if I finished the first book, but I was just like, because my Musical Thrones, my brother-in-law was like, "Here, you need to read this." It's like, okay, and I read it, and I'm just like, dude, there's like so many people, there's like so many characters. I'm really struggling with it. And he's like, yeah, you kind of need to download this app that has like a face with the character so that you can quickly look up each character's.
Whoa.
And, yes, I was like, I don't think I'm going to do that. And then
I read the first book or two before it came out as a series, and I just thought like this is okay, but it takes a long time for stuff to happen. That's what I like his actual like his prose. I like. What was it last year? I read that Way of Crossing Dragon. Well, that was really great. That was a really great sci-fi story. And I think Brian said he read that Sand Kings. He said that was really good.
I have read a book by the man. What is it?
I don't believe that.
Line of Light. And Tough Voyaging.
Oh, yeah.
And the Apocalypse Rag. And
there's a lot of ands in the sentence.
The one about a boat vampire. The boat vampire man.
Boat vampire?
What's it called?
Dracula?
He drinks boats to stay alive. Oh, I need one more boat to live.
My scooter!
I can't ride with scooters alone.
I want to read Tim's version of the story. Yeah. Your frequency
mistakes. Fever Dream.
Yes, Boot Vampire. That one.
There's an interview with Stephen King and where Martin claims he always goes for the gross out. Yes, I have heard that.
Is that same interview where he just absolutely loses it, where he's like, essentially he just like bears his soul on stage, like, how is it that you do that? And he's like, I just King's like, I just write quickly. What are you talking about? He's like, well, do you ever feel like you're an imposter and a hack and everything you've done before was horrible and like everything was luck before? And he just crumbles on stage, and King's like, no, I don't.
Yeah, Lonesome Dove is great. Well, I'm just going to say that.
I'd rather watch the series.
Oh, the Game of Thrones series. I watched some of that too. We have it. I should finish it, but I don't know. It just kept, to me, it seemed like it was riding on being salacious. Like it was like, that was like, oh, it's so like, oh, it's so naughty, you know, ooh, naughty. It's like, okay, but like, it's taken so long for stuff to happen. I don't know.
Do you guys agree with this? King better than Martin?
I think so. I like him better. I like King's fantasy better.
King who?
Yeah. Stephen King.
King George.
King George fantasy is the best.
Isn't he the one who was chopping everybody's heads off?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? You can do whatever you want.
George R.R. Martin.
It's John Bean bites the dust.
That's right.
I agree. King over Martin. Actually, this might be the only George R. R. Martin I've read. Maybe I've read another short story of his. Maybe.
I think he's got good sci-fi.
Yeah, I know Tim gave me Night Flyers once, and was that's right, Henry. That's right. He gave me Night Flyers once, and it was enjoyable. Or no, I didn't read it.
But he's Agincourt, right? Wait, Henry V is Agincourt. That's different.
Oh, I've got a lot of George R. R. Martin on the shelves, but I Todgersoned it. I haven't gotten around to reading it. Or
I've not read it.
That's pretty good.
Aww. He did start as a science fiction author. That's true. And he was there's even said here, he's a new upcoming author.
Yeah, isn't that cool? They're like, look at this guy.
That's
he's going places.
Figure out how to game the system.
Yeah.
It's fantasy though. It's not science fiction.
He's got that that wild cards thing he does too, doesn't he? Is that his stuff?
Oh yeah, and he was the editor for that.
Okay.
He was primary editor, and he'd pull a Jake and like sneak a story in every time because he's the
Hey, what do you mean?
Pull a Jake.
I'll sneak nothing in.
Right there, right at the beginning. Yeah, you know, you had the choice. You could have written a 20-page essay about weird fiction first.
I think he made the right choice.
That's what you need to do for Weird Frequencies 3. No story, essay.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Lay down the facts.
Maybe I'll title it Weirder Than Weird.
You don't know what weird is. Let me tell you. WF. That's what
inside joke. Me and Todd are winking at each other.
Not weird fiction, it's WF. You guys got to get right.
WF. Yes, I would. Yeah. No, that's my green screen.
That's who knows what he's going to put there later.
Actually, my children wanted me to. Dad, we want to film a music video. It's like, so you want me to film you guys dancing around singing? So yes, I have my kids are dancing in front of that with my youngest daughter and my old son. I took his body and her head. Some other kid I found on the street. Yeah, I paid him $20.
Come and give me a son.
So, but basically, yeah, they're dancing around in a music video, and I have her head cut out on his body, and it's just silly.
Sounds fun.
You mean Weird Fi?
That's good. Weird Fi. I won't stand for that.
I would definitely watch a video that's titled Weirder Than Weird if I didn't have to pay for it. This is not a hate stream. We like everybody.
I do like Dead Zone's writing. His writing in Dead Zone was really good. I never did finish it. I read it in high school, but it was really well written.
Oh, I like it too. That's why I'm not asking about the plot hole. It's like don't ruin it for me.
Yeah, really.
Got that one too.
Christopher Walken saves the day. That's
right.
all I needed to know.
That's right. Weird Wizard. It's fine. It's fine.
Give me a son. I'm making a music video. Give me your son. Right now.
It's not weird at all. There's a tripod there and a huge
That's right.
a film set up in my bedroom. It's not weird at all. Stop being weird, everybody.
I'm just gonna cut his head off and put my daughter's head on his. It's all.
Oh, I did enjoy Pet Cemetery a lot. That was a good one.
I like Salem's Lot.
The Mighty Trees. Salem's Lot was fun too. I don't want to talk about. Do we want to talk about Stephen King?
Yeah.
Let's all talk about Dreamcatcher. Best Stephen King story.
No, I've changed my vote. I don't want to talk about Stephen King anymore.
Yeah.
It was the first Stephen King story I read.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's rough.
It is rough.
Dreamcatcher. No, the worst King is Cell.
I remember being okay with it, but I read it long ago.
Well, I read Cell immediately after I read The Shining, and I'm just like, oh, you copied your own idea, you idiot.
Yeah.
He's so bankrupt for ideas he copied. No, I take it back. Revival is the worst one. But anyway.
Oh, I've never read that one. I think Cell was like after his accident and he came back and his writing wasn't as great. And I think Cell was like the first thing they're like, oh, this isn't so bad. Isn't that right? Was that right?
I think the first book back was Doom McKee, and Doom McKee was awesome.
Oh, Doom McKee. Yeah, we both like that one. That was a great book.
Yeah. Show us cool stuff. Chris wants to see cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
Let's do it. Show us your willy.
Gosh.
Let's get demonetized.
Get that willy off the screen.
Oh no. Too much willy. At Willie's prison.
That's actually how I heard it. That was how it was described to me. I was like, oh, have you read that? My buddy that I used to work with read Stephen King, loved it. And that's exactly what he said. The movie The Cell is better than the book The Cell. And the movie The Cell is stupid. Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna lie. Mornings with Misty, that's easily one of my favorite things.
That's my favorite thing, and I don't even know why.
Just
I do know why. It's because
oh yeah, no, it's Jim. You have your coffee with Jim, and all right, they're ready to face the day.
Mm-hmm.
Dracula.
Are those reprints or are they vintage?
No, it is a 1980 annual.
Wow.
From the year 1980.
Oh. 7 years has passed.
Finally, we're talking about a woman. Yes. Look at all that.
The Black Lion.
Wow.
He's getting ready to shave her armpit.
Oh, Patricia, it's the Fanthorpes. Jay, have you looked through your bookshelves? Do you have a Fanthorpe back there?
I'm pretty sure I don't actually, which is a shame because after you brought it up, I started digging around, going, "Do I have any?" Somewhere in the vault, like the boxes. I'm pretty sure I got a Mel J, but again, that was the Orbit One cover by.
Yes. Virgil, I think I sent you some Fanthorpes.
Oh, then I probably have them for sure.
I think I purged a few from my collection.
Purged? What were some of the titles? What were some? I can't remember.
I don't. Who knows? He wrote
Okay,
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
It's all
they're all firewood, but they're not, because those stupid Badger books, the covers are all great, but the contents are just hot garbage.
Remind me again. I've gone blank. Which one was Badger Books?
That's the one that he did most of them, but under pseudonyms. It was a really low quality UK. You only have one from me. You're welcome, Tim. Yeah, really low quality publisher from the UK. I think it was only around for not even 2 years. And yeah, we're all Fanthorped. And literally over half of them were by Fanthorpe under different pseudonyms. Like
That's
over
awesome.
40 different pseudonyms. It's kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
No, I only send duplicates, Chris.
So what you're saying is I found something new to collect?
Yeah. They're all dirt cheap.
Yeah, I don't know which direction the Tism's going to hit. My latest collection was what's his name? Algis Boudris's Who.
Mm-hmm.
Where for some reason I decided I was going to collect every volume of that I could get. I don't know why. Well, actually, no. I Levi Wallace. That's why, because I ended up getting his where it's the.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
His little character, and then one of my buddies from the Wizard Jim podcast gave me the Alice Boudris one. Well, they're all Algis Boudris.
I love that one. Those are all great.
Then we got a penguin one with a bunch of skulls in a bowl for some reason. Not really sure.
Penguin. I think I
But
own
apparently there was a
one
movie.
penguin
That's
book.
where I'm confused. There was a Elliot Gould movie. If I can get this out of the glare. So yeah, no, I definitely need something new to collect. The last one came in today, the bowl of skulls. So,
well, that latest video I did with books that are like so bad, like that one and the one before, with the books that are so bad they're good. I've gotten so many recommendations in the comments of just like, hey, you want something that'll just like melt your brain? It's so stupid. I just bought one. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I actually bought one because I was like, that sounds so stupid. Here it is here. Let me pull it over. Maybe I can grab the image. Oh, coming this Monday. The Doom of the Three Planets by Robert Pohle, Pohle. You guys heard of that?
No. He's trying to get some of that Frederick Pohle like contact.
Somebody, I can't remember. I have their name written down. Somebody a new viewer recommended that one, and they said it is the most head-scratchingly stupid yet hilarious book they've ever read. More so than Galaxy 666. I was like, oh.
That is a bold statement.
Right. Oh, there's another Robert Lionel. I got that one.
I found it in my piles.
Dude, I just bought another one the other day.
My piles.
I should know better.
Yeah, I found this one in the cheap bin recently. The Soul Sucker.
No way. That's awesome. Here, I'll make you big again so people can see that.
Make my monster grow. The Soul Sucker.
That's good because that one just really jumped in price. So good thing you found it.
No, that's the Pulp Mortem effect. I tell you,
It's not the Pulp. It's literally anytime anyone does a good review, the stuff just disappears online, and then those wonderful sellers are just like, hey, now I can charge $300 for this. It's like,
that's not true. All the Japanese stuff I got super cheap that Chris recommended.
He's got some cool recommendations.
Big Daddy, I have sent Nick and Tim, I've given them both a copy of that book, but I think they'll quit if I make them read it.
Oh.
There is.
I myself own a copy of that particular
I mean, I'm the guy.
You have all the DAWs?
Oh yeah. No, I'm missing 2 editions of Flow, My Tears, the Policeman Said.
Oh, I bet
that I need for kind of completionist sake. But no, I'm all of them are accounted for finally.
That's awesome.
Wow.
The hardest one was that Saunders, that Amaro.
Those are expensive.
Yeah.
Same as
Willie has one of the most valuable ones and hardest to find.
What's that?
He's got what is it, the Stragatsky brothers? Saturday
Yes.
Begins on Monday.
That one, yes. I found it for £5 coins.
Chris wants to say it. Show us a picture. I've been looking for Nif the Lean since your review of it, Virgil, and I have not found that anywhere. That
yeah, I don't know if you're gonna find it.
Also,
yeah, it was good, and honestly, that's I don't know. I know they're reprinting Michael Shea's stuff because his wife has got his Facebook account. She runs his Facebook account now, and she just said that they're republishing some book of his. But it wasn't Nif the Lean.
Sorry. Yeah. No, that happened with Brian Lumley. That's why they're dumping all of his stuff in trade paperback sizes. I actually got a bunch of Shea off of, in keeping with the thread, Amazon, where it's Mama Dirt and the Autopsy, and there's a third one that's out from him. But again, the one I'm looking forward to is more Nif the Lean.
Yeah. It was genuinely good. It was like sword and sorcery with like a science fiction sort of slant to some of the stuff. It was cool. Like it just sort of like he'd get a weird idea, but then he'd write it like sword and sorcery style. But it was also like kind of like if you like Farfin the Grey Mouser, you're gonna like that first Niflheim book because it's got that sort of like thieves doing thiefy stuff. Whoa,
that's crazy.
That is a good price. As somebody who's bought a few, that's a good price.
That's a good price. Yeah, the only ones I've seen are like
I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, the only ones I've seen have been like in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, there's Centipede Press reprinted it, and like in hardback, and they're gorgeous and they're crazy. It's like no,
that's the thing is I want the DAW. I want the DAW paperback by Jack Vance. He did a Fafford. That's interesting.
Are you messing with us? That actually sounds
for sure. Yeah, it's got to be messing with it.
How many have you found, Rob?
It's a nifty thrifty. Yeah, the Todgerson story is in the upcoming Out of the Void Weird Frequencies anthology, which is very close to being completed.
Now you've got somebody who's doing the interior illustrations.
Or
is that top secret?
I can't say. They asked not to share. They wanted to be a surprise. But we have, we have multiple interior illustrations from different artists.
Oh, from different. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be so cool. And yeah, Jay, you're in the retrograde horror coming right after that.
The next one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to be what was it? The most divisive.
Oh, by far, for sure.
That's exciting.
Most divisive. That's great.
I sent your story to someone. I won't say who. And because I was just like, I freaking love this. I was laughing the whole time and just like this page turning, like it was so great. And the other person was like, it's not for me.
You know what? That could be great. I'm excited. I'm interested. I'm ready.
Was it Chris? I thought it was Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a bunch of us bought. What's that book Giamatti was talking about? Purloining Tiny.
Yeah,
I bought that today. I got confirmation. I think Brian bought it.
Good thing you guys did because that thing's about to explode now.
Oh, heck, I had to go out on a medical call. What book is this? I didn't get to hear all of the cast.
There's some book that Paul Giamatti was talking about that he said he'd been looking for years by this guy who wrote like noir fiction, like or whatever, kind of like hard-boiled detective noir stuff. And this guy wrote some kind of like surreal book. They were kind of surreal, and this was like one of his very last books. That was Paul was like, it's the craziest thing I've ever read.
And he's read a lot.
And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I wrote that down. And Brian's like, I bought it. I bought it.
I did buy it. How long have you been hiding here, Brian? Hiding in the chat, not saying anything, being a little sneaky.
He climbed all the way down to talk to us.
Wait, I'm only missing. Yeah, that video gets. If you guys haven't watched it, anybody in the chat hasn't watched it, it's on Nick, the Book Graveyard's channel. He interviews Paul Giamatti, the actor. I know, and we're like, what? This is actually real, and it goes for almost 3 hours, and it gets better as it goes.
Yes,
and really Paul is. I love it because he's clearly just one of us, and like he's obviously very well read. He loves science fiction, but every time Nick would hold up some like exploitation or some like trashy sleaze or some like juvenile delinquent, Paul Giamatti would just go like, oh, that looks awesome. He so excited.
There was one part where Nick showed a book and he like leans way into the camera and he fixes his glasses and he's like, what is this? It was awesome.
Yeah, you get the feeling like they could have just kept going for 10 hours and it would have been awesome.
It was so good. And there was he said something too to Nick. I think it was amazing. Nick was telling him something, and he's like, "Oh, you read the really bad stuff." That's what he said to Nick.
But he said it in a way that
it was with affection. It was not like, "Oh,
exactly."
He's like, "Oh, you read the really bad stuff." It was like, "This is cool."
Paul Giamatti adaptation of Riptide.
Is he playing the shark?
It could be. He's featuring Paul Giamatti as the shark,
or with Paul Giamatti as the main character, the protagonist. You know, during the undercover at the nude beach scene with Paul Giamatti.
He plays every part in this movie.
I'm there. Every part.
It's complete. They recorded with other actors, but he dubs the whole thing.
Sideways 2. Good question here. What are the rarest Daub books?
Ooh.
Usually those are the Stragatsky brothers. It tends to follow authors. It's Stragatsky brothers. It's there's a lot of them that are the Philip K. Dick. Yep, those are the only two I'm missing. Let's see. The Charles Saunders. The first
the Amaros.
The Amaros. Like the second one is especially difficult to get a hold of. And the third, there is a third one, but it's no longer a yellow spine. So who wants that? But
yeah,
that one's that's pushing 200 or 300. So for a paperback, it's pretty impressive. But actually, Chris is right. Also, NIFT. Most of the Michael Shea, half of them for some reason are very hard to find, and then you'll find the others are $2 buys. I don't know what. That's about.
Like I've bought Quest for Symbolists like 3 times.
Yeah, you sent me a copy.
Did I?
But I was like, cool. I have a newer preprint. So like, cool. Now I got both of them. Yeah. I found. Well, I mean, I don't know how many more, but you can't get them cheap. But if you hunt, you can get them. Like it kind of hurts, but it's not the worst. You know. No, you're not going to pay. It would be if you can find it for any of them for less than 50, grab it.
Oh wow!
Because I don't see them less than that. I mean, if you're okay spending that money. I mean, there might be some that are really beat up, but then it's like, but part of it is, especially with that Niftaline itself, that Michael Whelan cover is gorgeous.
Oh, it is. It's incredible.
Oh my
Absolutely
God.
Incredible.
It's got to be. I saw it like this might be my favorite Whelan cover. It was like it's really up there for me.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It is accurate. It's like the book is like super surreal. It's like Dante's Inferno meets Arthur and the Grey Mouser, and then there's just some really ludicrous stuff in there too. I loved it,
dude. That's what I'm saying. Like your review of that made me be like, okay, this is a book I am actively hunting for, just because it sounds so cool.
Yeah, everyone. Chris gets everyone's discount book finds. It seems like.
Well,
I found
Brian,
like I found a first edition Creep Show for like $3.50. I was like, oh, he said he was missing that. And since I was going, oh, that was first edition. Okay.
Yeah. Of course, Brian also gave me a copy of Space Relations. That book's worth like $500.
Yeah, I looked into that one. I as a completionist, and there's something wrong in my brain. I wanted a copy, but it's too rich for my blood.
I sold first of all, I gave my first copy away to Nick, but then I found another one, and I was like, I kept it for a while, and I sold it. And it was like the first. I don't sell my books. I either just give them away or collect them. But after I sold it, I was just like, I felt awful, and I was like, I wish I didn't sell that. And I got a really good book haul out of it. Like I traded to my local store, got a killer book haul out of it, and now I'm just like, I wish I had it. I'll never read it again.
Right. But you wanted to have it because you read it and you did a review, like as an object that you had covered. Yeah,
exactly. So I'll definitely buy it again.
Let's go back up to the store and say, "Well, I'm just giving that back."
Yeah, right.
You know what? I'm misremembering. I thought it was the one I'm thinking of is Lust in Space or whatever. The pink cover with the spaceman and the blonde girl, like about to take her top off. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Sin in Space.
That covers.
Let me go. I'll go find it.
I tried to track down.
Yeah, and Nick has got that like diamond painting that a viewer sent to him of that cover. Oh my God, it's so good. He was showing that. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome.
No, depressingly, I still have Space Relations. I got them mixed up.
Well, you've got an interested buyer if you don't want it.
do a straight up trade. It's like, hey, well.
Maybe you could, yeah.
No, you want Space Relations for Lust in Space?
Oh, you know what? There you go. Jake, we're making deals here.
I found this.
Oh.
Yep, there it is.
Let me make you big there, little fella.
Make my monster grow.
Here we go. It is a book. I have nothing else to say.
This scene is over.
This one, Sin in Space.
That's the one.
That guy's face is the best.
I love this. I love it because it has, if any of you haven't seen this yet, it has nothing to do with it. This is the real book, Outpost Mars by Cyril Judd, who is just Judith Merrill and what's the other guy? Shoot, it's going to come to me.
Merrill Judith.
Judith. Cyril Judd is Judith Merrill and C.L. Kornbluth. They're together. But then, Beacon changed the story and put this real sleazy cover on it. It has no sleaze in it. It's such a wholesome book, but they put Sin in Space here. A world older than time, built upon dope and vice. This was Sin in Space. It's like the most wholesome book I've ever read.
I want a whole series of books with covers just like that.
So good. This was a splurge for me. This was like $25 at Pulp Fest.
Oof. I don't feel
you said you have this too, Jay?
No. I got them mixed up. That's the one I was trying to shop for. No, the one I've got is Space Relations. That's what I was telling Virgil. It's like, no, I'd trade Space Relations. I got to talk to the guy at Pulp Fest.
Are you going to Pulp Fest?
Not this year. I'm doing the after party, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be awesome.
I'll come next year.
What's the one?
Perhaps.
Yeah, right. It's the same time as WizFest. Of course, we'll see if you guys all survive WizFest.
I'm looking forward to that vlog because I'm something of a hardcore alcoholic, and man, the Brits they blow me away. It's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the repurposed ones, I don't think I have it in here. I think it's in the boxes. There's that Chris did a review of that Fritz Leiber's The Sinful Ones.
Yeah.
And I had one copy, and I got a copy of the there's a double book where they just apparently inserted porn in the middle of Fritz Leiber, just like, yeah, here you go, to try and push it. There's an adult version where they just had some staff writer just throw in some naughty naughty chapters.
Jeez. You splurge forward. That was a great line, Chris. Don't be a hater. That was a great line. How much whizzing is at Pulp Fest? There's a lot of whizzing. Chris will be there. He's very wizardly. Tim's there. He's wizardly.
It says Whizfest.
Oh, at
Wands
Whizfest.
at the ready, yes. Lots of whizzing.
At least 9 whizzes will be performed.
that poor little English town is gonna.
I think it might be Welsh.
Welsh isn't Welsh.
Oh well,
British?
they invented the donkey show, so you're
On the
not.
border.
Don't feel bad for them.
We should have a Willie Todgerson Jr. Fest.
Ooh,
Willie Fest.
not for juniors though.
What could we expect from a William Todgerson Jr. Fest?
Fun.
I think I would stand on a stage and spin around in circles for 7 months.
What?
Might as well.
Might
I
as
could
well.
write a book or 17 during the spinning process.
I thought it was even like a transformation thing, like Wonder Woman, like you spin around and like
Maybe
But it does take 7 months, so
it takes a while.
could be
Got to be momentum built up.
a Sebastian Imperius could emerge.
What?
Ooh.
Don't even
Somewhere.
tease us like that. Wales not in England, Jake. Stop being racist.
funny you
It's not-
mentioned that. I got into trouble with that recently. There's apparently 2 Irelands. I
What?
didn't know that.
There's one,
No,
and then
I
above it,
sent a care package to one of the WizFest guys, and I sent it to the wrong Ireland.
That was an
Where I
expensive
go, like,
mistake.
I'm super apologetic about it too. Where it's like this is I'm the villain. This is my own incompetence. I'm super sorry, boss. But
How do you tell them? Do you send it to Ireland or the other Ireland, or how do you?
well, no. Apparently, you have to actually send it to Ireland, instead of UK designation,
Oh, I see.
which
One
is
is
what I did
Ireland.
because I'm
The
short
other-
buster. But
Yes, they get very raises their ire for sure.
no, no.
Hey, that's a
I
pun.
had a long talk with someone on the phone about it that I only half understood.
Because those accents, Irish and Scottish accents, they don't even sound real, right?
Oh no, it's more because I'm a simpleton. But the accent didn't help.
I can do
Are
quite
there
a good
words that
Scottish
t-shirt?
accent.
You can do a Scottish accent, William Todgerson Jr. Let's hear it.
Takes quite a bit of effort, but that says that.
It's like
you're
Braveheart.
He's just speaking in tongues again.
I
It's
think
more
it's
than
too good,
speaking in
yeah.
tongues. He's speaking in tongues, shaking snakes. What is this? Oh, we're getting. Yeah, who cares?
Yes,
yes.
everyone's smarter than me. I was
That's
educated
wrong,
in the
Ben.
Texas public school system.
The other way around.
What is that?
Yeah, that is a bad mistake. You know, you're like, oh, not a pot of gold in this car.
Are you guys doing Irish car bombs at WizFest? Do you know what that is?
It's an explosion, right?
I know what that is. Ooh.
You know what that is.
Yeah,
No,
the
it's
only
when
time
you-
I've ever been cut off drinking.
Irish car bomb. You take a pint of Guinness and you drop a shot of what is it? It's a
Bailey's
Irish
and
whiskey.
Jameson
It's Jameson and something else.
and
in there.
Bailey's.
Bailey's.
Oh yeah.
And you drop it in there, and then you have to chug it before it curdles because it'll curdle.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
it
right.
literally tastes like chocolate milk. It's delicious. But yeah, so you have to just chug. So basically, you're chugging an entire pint plus like 2 shots, and another. It's good.
I've had them.
Get skeptical. Yeah.
It's good. I got one of those gorgeous accents. Lucky Pip. It makes sense if you. All right. Hey, do we need to talk about anything else? Gentlemen, what do you guys have going up on your channels? What's going on with your channels? You both have channels. All 3 of you have channels.
Oh yeah, both of us.
Yeehaw. I'm a year late. I'm a year late from what it was supposed to be, but I've got a short story collection that Amazon is sending me the final copy to kind of proofread over.
Hell
Also,
yeah.
I've got a review of Chuck Palahniuk's Rant coming out later this week.
Oh, I remember I read that. Yeah, I think did I read Rant? No, Rant was not the one I read.
Oh no, it's one of my favorites. So I'm excited for that one, for everyone to tell me how I'm wrong in the comments.
Oh, I like
They
Palahniuk.
never do that.
Good.
Comments
You're good
never
to me.
do that. I dissed a Jack Vance book in my latest video. The comments, you'd think I kicked a puppy on camera.
It's not even like a beloved Jack Vance novel, is it? I mean, it's just like,
No.
come on,
But
everyone-
yeah. Oh well. But yeah, Jay, you've knocked a couple books off of my TBR because I had the runts of Signic, whatever that creepy book is.
Yeah, you're welcome. That one, that was my first, and
Thank you. You took
the
that
book
off.
was
and
rougher than that podcast.
that was great. Creepy baby's trying to say something.
might be.
How about you,
Always.
Taj? What are you doing on your channel? Which is not called Todgerson Jr. Your channel is called Sephiros, which is just so confusing.
He's just a man, I know. I will probably do a book haul or something. I imagine I've bought some books. Here's a couple. SF books. SF 13.
Ooh.
And a Master SF book.
Oh, advanced.
Other worlds. And it will be more of that. But an hour.
It will be more of that.
Or so.
What do you got going on, Virgil?
I got to do my my Hobbit review. We were doing that for last month. I have to do that. There's a couple. It was June on the Range stuff, and I read something a month ago that I'm going to talk about. Actually, a nonfiction book that was great. I'm going to do a review of that, and then probably some other Western, and then got to read Lord of the Rings. So I got to do something like that, and I got a backlog of videos I haven't made, like a bunch. I guess I have to make them. But instead, I'm here.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Make your own videos,
Here.
dang it.
It's easier. It's so much easier. All I have to do is make sound effects.
That's true. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it was a really. Well, I mean, I've already said it, but it was really cool to go back and revisit The Hobbit. That was cool. It was cool. And then somebody, I do want to bring this up because somebody, must have been one of the lives we did. I was talking about how I tried Bizarro fiction, and I wasn't crazy about it. And like, you should give it another chance. And then I recommended some writers, and so I tried him, and then I picked up a book because I really liked it. But Jeremy Robert Johnson, this book called All the Wrong Ideas, like a short story collection. And there's a story here called which is a great cover. This guy's a guy like from the 90s and early 2000s. There's a book in here called like Extinction Journals. It's pretty wild. But this guy, it's like after the apocalypse, I guess, and this guy is wearing a suit made out of it has like Madagascar cockroaches sewn to it. And the story opens with the cockroaches eating the president of the United States because he's wearing a suit made out of Twinkies.
Oh no, that sounds absolutely horrible.
It's awesome. Actually, it's really great. I was like, okay, I might be flipped back here. This is pretty good.
Oh boy.
I know. I was like, I'm back. This is kind of pulling me back from Bizarro. I'm like, oh, maybe I am cool with this.
Well, I don't have anything going on.
Nothing at all except for music videos. You're changing your career. You got no mic, no audio. You don't get to talk anymore. Now we're gonna roll it out for you. This is Jake from Full Mortem. Thanks everybody. I owe everybody here on the stream $1. Everyone's getting the book. You get a book. You get a book. You get a book. Boobies.
I guess I could yell at some audience members because
Nope.
Brian got me in trouble. I ended up finding the Scorpio series for cheap, and I was like, oh, weird alien face. I remember seeing that video.
Huh.
So got all 6 of those recently. Will I read them eventually? Maybe, possibly.
Brian had good stuff to say about him. He did.
Mhm.
So I mean, it seems kind of cool.
Can you guys hear me now?
We can.
We can.
My
You've handed out a lot of books. You were very generous. It was like an unhaul.
my poor blind dog wrapped himself up in my cord.
What? Typical excuse. A blind dog excuse.
But now I'm echoing like crazy. Am I echoing to you guys?
Not
No.
to me.
Just to me.
Yeah.
What a nightmare. Don't. He's trying to do it again.
He's been trained.
He's blind and deaf.
Blind and deaf. Oh, I remember as a kid
15
we had a
years old.
dog that was blind, but she could hear, but she would still play fetch. You could throw them, and she'd like sniff the grass and like find the ball and bring it to you. It was an awesome dog.
Oh.
I've never had a Helen Keller dog. I had one that we thought was deaf, but just turned out he was kind of an asshole.
Oh,
All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming, gentlemen.
yeah.
The
Thanks.
dogs need to go outside. So,
You guys did great reading, honestly.
so would we recommend Amazon's 2?
Not for the essay.
I don't know.
There's probably some good stuff in there. I mean, that wasn't bad. There was some stuff about that story I liked. You know, how much did you pay for it?
Couple bucks.
It's worth a couple bucks.
I found it.
Ooh, good job. In your house or online?
It's just in the ether.
Thanks, everybody. This is probably our best
He does
ending.
bring.
We can't exit any better than that. There's no top of that.
We'll see you all next week with special guest, the Outlaw Bookseller.
Oh,
You were ready.
he was. He had it.
Steven, you're welcome
did nothing.
anytime. Just kidding. No, you are. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, gentlemen. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, thanks for having us.
It was
Let's
great.
press the end button. Subscribe to the gentleman. SF.